Okay, hello, I'm Marcello and I'll be prop rebuttal for U.S. Supreme Court judges should have term limits. So I'd like to go over some of the points my opponent said and refute them. My opponent said that implementing laws would make the court like it's never before been seen. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing. You said that that implementing term limits would make the court like it's politically never been seen. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing. We've had many large political changes in response to my opponent's heckling. They have made an assumption that changing the court would not be better. In the past, we've had many political changes, such as the right of women to vote, freeing slaves, and that's been better. So, looking at that and looking at what's happened in the past, this would actually be a better thing for our court.
No evidence.
Okay, so you said that a life term allows judges to be free of political pressure, but I'm sorry. You said that a life term allows judges to be free of political pressure, but if they don't have political pressure, there's nothing driving them to work. Like, because you said that with life tenure, the judges. You said that like people like politicians have to work nonstop to get reelected, and you said that this would impede the judges' work. That's a contradiction, because if the judges is working nonstop, if the judge is working hard, this isn't going to impede their work. This is going to make them work more to try to get reelected, but it's to try to get reelected. But they're working harder. They're going to try to fulfill their duties more. And with a life term, the judge may be taken out. The judge that's removed, it gives the people a chance to like choose someone else. Okay, I'd like to reiterate some of my teammates' points. Alright, so we said that politics prevent the Supreme Court justice from upholding the Constitution as written. So, Supreme Court justices in the modern era vote according to their political beliefs or learnings. And according to the New York Times, Justice Antonia Scalia voted 65% of the time for conservative speakers, while in contrast voted 21% for liberal speakers from 1986 to 2011. And Justice John Paul Stevens voted 47% of the time for conservative speakers and 63% of the time for liberal speakers. Our second assertion was that term limits for justices in the Supreme Court would reduce the influence of politics in interpreting the U.S. Constitution. According to the Harvard Law Journal, sitting justices contemplating retirement, to sitting justices contemplating retirement, the political views of a likely replacement, and therefore those of the presiding president, may lead to their timing their resignations strategically.
Conjecture.
And our last point was that at a certain order, justices are less capable of performing of the duties of a SCOTUS justice.
Okay. This one was.
I was confused by their points.
Okay. This one was a pretty easy. Y'all won.
I know.
Yeah.
I can tell.
Okay.
Yeah, because we were reading directly from the
Well,
So-
yeah, the thing was that
If you read it.
I'm gonna post these things up so you all can look at your how you came across. The arguments for the opposition were difficult to follow. They were difficult
to
to
follow.
They're not difficult. They're very straightforward.
Well, they may be very straightforward on the paper, but the way they came across to me, the life tenure allows them to work free of political strategy.
The actual assertion is life tenure promotes just application of the law free from partisan influence.
What is
And
partisan
term limits intensifies political pressure, right?
Yes.
Okay, and why were the term limits? That's something that I couldn't quite.
Because
I kept circling that implementing term limits would politicize,
Yeah, you
and
didn't give any
we were
reason.
going
You
back
just
to giving this sort of example of King George or whatever. So
that's assertion. Great. That's a totally different assertion.
Okay.
There was no reasoning behind it, just evidence and an assertion.
okay, wait,
No, there
wait,
isn't.
wait, I'm
There's no
trying to get
listening.
these things answered.
Wait, what are we talking about right now?
So,
Wait, what are we talking about?
that your assertion that life tenure allows them to work free of political strategies. What is the reasoning and evidence on that?
Okay, you just said the reasoning.
What is the reasoning?
Life tenure allows these justices to act in good conscience, free of political strategy.
That's an assertion.
That's not an assertion.
That's an assertion.
That's not an assertion.
It is an
It's
assertion.
That's not
You
an
get up
assertion.
there and you say that, and then you reason why and back up your reasoning
Well,
with your evidence.
why is that?
No,
Why?
it's an assertion.
Because.
The reason tells someone why.
Marcello, please.
What's the because on that?
I agree.
Life tenure allows them to work free of political strategies because life tenure allows them to work free of political strategies because
Then you go into evidence. And the evidence won.
or we are
Politicians
reading
work.
because why
The
does
the assertion is life tenure promotes just application of the law free from partisan influence.
wait the life tenure promotes what?
Just application of the law free from partisan influence.
Why?
That's the
You made that
assertion.
deliberate.
Why?
I don't make things deliberately confusing.
Why?
My sister was playing around.
Why?
Sorry, I'm
Politicians
with
work
Marcello.
non-stop from the time of their election
Like-
just to ensure they will be
like that.
re-elected when the time comes.
That
This practice has stunted the progress of
Okay, no, there's the problem. There's the link. Okay, you're saying
Oh,
that
you're running a recording, Mr.
life tenure. Oh my bad.